Hello guys, this is FK. So today I have one of my long-time guys in the studio. He's a senior developer with Andela. And today, just a very casual section, he has come to ask me a few questions. Yeah, he's come to my place to ask me a few questions. So it's going to be a very, we're not going to be very, very interviewee in this talk. So I'm just going, it's career questions. We do this almost every year.
Every year,
sometimes twice a year.
Yeah.
Just come and ask questions about career growth and stuff, and we get to learn a lot from each other from there. So, yeah. So I'm just going to be taking questions from. He's going to be the one asking me questions now. Taking questions from him, and I hope that you get one or two things, you benefit one or two things from these career development questions, how to move further in your career in tech. So. Yeah, let's have it. I hope I'm able to say something that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm sure you're very experienced in this space, so you would have something that would benefit me and
experience small.
All of us here. Okay, so my first question is:
okay,
we are in a recession.
Yeah,
globally.
We're currently in a recession.
This
video is around August 2023. So just in case you're watching it after the recession is gone.
Exactly.
Amen.
We're currently in a recession, and because of that, there is a lot of people who were laid off, lost their jobs.
Yeah.
And we're targeting particularly the tech space.
Yeah,
software world.
Definitely. Yeah.
So my first question is. How can someone who is also interested in tech, navigate this space now that we have this recession, this tight constraints on getting a job? So somebody just give up and say, okay, let me go and pick up my certificates and look for something else to do.
Or go and farm.
Find something else. Should I still dig into tech? Will it yield dividends? What do I do in this space?
So are you talking about a newbie? Oh.
So that's a good question. So let's start. So we can divide it into two. So I'll start from someone who was laid off. Someone who has experience.
You're already working.
You have experience in the space, maybe 3, 4, 5 years. And you were suddenly laid off because, the company could no longer pay you.
Yeah.
So how does that kind of person who has that experience navigate this space still? What would be your advice?
Okay. So I think from a mental point of view, the first thing you have to first accept is that the negative is already happening.
Yes.
So see things in the positive.
Okay.
If you desire a solution, sometimes some people just continue to live in doom and gloom.
Yeah.
But if you desire a solution, the negative is already happening. You don't need to imagine it. It's recession, layoffs and stuff, and now you've been laid off. The inevitable has happened.
Yeah.
This is the worst that could have happened. Being laid off, and you have become a victim of that. So I think what you can do, because recessions too are not forever.
Yes,
they are transient true. Also, it's time to apply yourself to some other new ways of making money in tech.
Okay.
Because think of this: your recession was tied to a company.
Yeah.
And assuming that company didn't have issues, you wouldn't have been laid off.
Yeah.
So it's not about you. It's about the situation of things through a particular company. But there are still a lot of value that can still be given through you. There is a lot of value you can still get. First, I'll start with the low-hanging fruit.
Okay.
You can still reapply somewhere else.
Oh, yes.
That's still, your company is not the only tech company in the world.
Sure.
And there are still probably still companies out there that need your skill. There are companies still out there that need your skill.
Yeah.
People are still hiring, the job boards, there are still jobs there.
Yeah.
So I think that's the lowest hanging fruit. Just continue searching. And a lot of people are even giving up now. So if you have the strength to continue hiring, the competition is
slimmer.
Yeah. We're not saying that definitely that's really not what's going on. The competition
really
is even more. But at least you can, and you have the experience from your previous job too. You've become better because you were not the same person you were when you got that job. Your CV has become more, strengthened. as you've added more stars to your proficiency scoreboard. So the lowest hanging fruit is that apply somewhere else. Also, another thing is find some blue oceans.
Okay.
When I say blue oceans, like some skills that are sought after, but not a lot of people are doing them. Not a lot of people are mastering them.
So can you give us examples?
Yeah, for example, there's a new language coming up now called Zig.
Zig, I've heard of it.
God of Zig. And it's proven to be the fastest language at the moment. Faster than Rust, faster than Go.
Wow.
I remember when Go started coming up too.
Yeah,
I didn't learn it. Then later, some guys around me started getting Go gigs. So you might start seeing a lot of Zig gigs.
I think I saw it on Primogen's channel.
Yeah, he reviewed it a lot. I started learning it before I discovered HTMX, and that was just distracted me away. So you can go to a newly discovered area.
That's good advice.
And explore it, because any new technology opens up new opportunities.
Yeah.
There's so many technologies. I've been in tech so much. So many technologies I've started in my front like this.
Yes.
There was no Angular when I started. There was no framework, and frameworks started coming. We had Backbone, we had Marionette. We had Backbone and Marionette, and people were using Backbone and Marionette to get jobs. Then until Angular came and killed all of them. Angular 1 came and became just true Backbone and all those other ones. But I don't even know whether Ember was that old.
Old? Okay.
And Angular 1 started. And Angular kept going on for years. Then React came.
Yeah.
And one thing I've always seen is that every of those new technologies created new jobs. New jobs, new opportunities for teaching. There's a lot of opportunity in the educational space.
Wow.
For tech.
Yeah.
I am playing a lot in the educational space. And one of the ways you can, quote unquote, blow in the educational space if you ride on a new technology.
Yeah.
If you ride on a new technology, you will have people that will be attracted to it. That initial crowd that you can sell to. Yeah. You can sell your knowledge of that technology to. It takes boldness to commit yourself to it, definitely. Yeah. That's why a lot of people are not doing it, even though it's lucrative.
You've taken time to invest.
Risk to invest, because you might be like, what if after 2 years nobody really cares anymore? Yeah. So Ionic, I saw how Ionic started. Ionic started right before my eyes. React, all these things. Flutter. Flutter started, and before you know it, I blinked. It was 3 years later, and people were becoming GD in Flutter.
Yeah.
So right now, there are also new technologies coming up. Native PHP is there.
Yeah.
And you might joke about it all you want, but there will always be a set of people that will need that and use that to solve their own problem. Yeah. Svelte. I started, as Svelte was coming out, I was teaching Svelte, and it was getting a lot of traffic, a lot of undisturbed traffic. So you have to know how to get into some blue oceans. Also, you can diversify.
Okay.
You can diversify. You can, you look at people that are being laid off a lot, and a lot of them seems to be programmers.
Yeah.
But DevOps guys were not really shaking that much.
True. I still see a lot of DevOps jobs. In fact, junior roles.
Yeah. So why don't you explore that? So it's always an opportunity for you to pivot, or for you to just, double down. That's when you, I just know JavaScript and I want to keep knowing JavaScript. Then take your time to be even more proficient in JavaScript and go for more jobs whereby your proficiency is now what is cutting out the competition. Yeah, there's competition, but you are that proficient.
You are the expert.
Let's say now you want to apply. You're trying to apply now. You look at an application, you see 200 people, 300 people. But out of those 200 people, 500 people, you have built a JavaScript library.
Yeah.
Just on your GitHub page, you've built a JavaScript library, like components library and stuff. That cuts you out.
Yeah.
When they see that on your CV, so you might not even need to learn something new.
Yeah.
You can just do something new within the space that you are.
True.
Within the space that you are. So you might be front end, JavaScript, and just pivot to back end. use it to learn something new, use it to expand your scope of getting jobs. Because I know you want, because everybody wants to get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Really. I would rather play some long games.
Yeah.
And the kind of long game I will play is I start learning something so that when that recession goes,
I will be well positioned.
Exactly. That's the word. I'm going to be well positioned for that particular opportunity.
Okay.
Well, no matter what you say about crypto and blockchain today, guys have made bank. Majorly.
Money.
One of the junior programmers that used to be under me, and even I had to do a lot of putting together when he was handling a project. In fact, I almost dropped him. It was one of his friends that just vouched for him and told me to continue to believe in him and everything. And we put him on the project and he ended up doing well and all that. And the trust paid off. When crypto came, it got into that. And now, the guy he's not even in Nigeria anymore.
Oh, wow.
He's not even in Nigeria anymore. You need to see the money that this guy made from blockchain. Coding smart contracts and all that. So, it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
I hope you've saved your money well in order to be able to last the period, but panic is not the way to go.
At all.
You can, like I said, the lowest hanging fruit is just continue to look for a job. There will still, as long as you keep knocking on that door, it will eventually open, just as it opened for you when you were trying to get your first role. When nobody even knew what you could do, when you had nothing on your CV and you were still able to secure a job, and now you're even better. So, looking on that door, like we said, things are beginning to kind of pick up a little bit. But if you want to play the long game, you will position yourself for more opportunities. Now you are a developer and a DevOps guy.
Yeah.
Now you're a developer and AI guy.
Yeah.
Now you're a developer and I don't know what is really, really trending right now. Maybe you still want to go into VR or stuff, or Apple released Vision Pro. You feel that, wow, that is a new market.
Yeah.
People that will be building apps for Vision Pro. And let me go into that market. Do you know when when that product becomes mainstream, do you know a lot of startups that are going to spring up producing software for Apple Vision
Pro? For that product, yes.
So, so that's my advice, because I don't have any magic wand. It's just about you increasing your value, and value always wins. Value cannot be ignored. There are still tech companies, there are still people that need brains to do all this work. All the people that have shared load, by the time they grow big, they will still have to add more people. The bigger you go, you have to keep adding more people, and they will need to hire talent. The thing is, are you ready? And have you made yourself more versatile to be able to attract newer opportunities?
So what I'm hearing from your advice, what stands out to me is don't cry over spilled milk. It's already recession.
Yeah.
There is no need to cry over it. We should just, if you're affected by this, position yourself to increase your value. And what you said is true. Value always wins.
Yep.
No matter the competition that is being presented to you, once you are different, once you are valuable, there's a risk of even losing you, risk of not hiring you. You would always thrive.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Answer.